Dalvin Cook was released following the 2020 season. The team had a number of concerns with Cook's performance, especially during the latter stages of the season. Injuries had started to take a toll on Cook's body, and the health of the running back had started to become a major issue. To make matters worse, Cook had failed to deliver on the promise of his 2016 draft. Despite being taken in the second round, Cook had been averaging just 2.6 yards per carry over the last 3 seasons. This put the team's run game in a difficult position, and the decision was ultimately made to let Cook go. Cook had also been showing signs of mental fatigue, with reports suggesting he was increasingly unhappy and feeling overwhelmed. The Vikings had come to a decision that, given Cook's age and the consistent health concerns, it would be best to find a new option in the backfield. In addition to this, Cook's problems with ball security and lack of accountability likely played a part in the team's decision. It was suggested that Cook had become more reckless in possession, putting the ball at risk on too many occasions. Cook had also failed to consistently show up to practices and meetings on time, something the franchise could no longer tolerate. This all resulted in the Vikings deciding to part ways with arguably their best running back in the last decade. Cook had become a liability to the team, not only in terms of the possible injuries but also in terms of attitude and effort. His lack of motivation and commitment to the team meant that the days of him as the franchise's starting back were now gone. As a result, the Vikings were forced to make the difficult and unpopular decision to release Cook. The team wanted to move on to the next step in their development, as well as adding more depth to the backfield. A new direction was needed to take the team forward, and this meant that Cook had to be let go. Appearing on ESPN, Cook's former agents commented that Cook's demotion was a shameful move. They argued that Cook had given 8 years of service to the team and deserved more respect than he was given. Cook was expected to hit the open market, but, unfortunately, the NFL was not willing to accept the issue of performance-related suspensions at this time. This meant that Cook had less options available and was released from the team. The decision to release Cook was seen as a surprise by many, as the team had given him an enormous amount of money the previous season. This had shown their faith in Cook's ability to return to form, but unfortunately it never materialized. Cook had failed to repay that faith by not producing on the field, and as a result, the team was forced to part ways with him. The Vikings found themselves in a bind when it came to replacing Cook, as the available free agents lacked the ability to fill the void he left. It was clear that Cook was becoming too big of a risk for the team to continue to invest money in.